you know.
Now, unlike a lot of the people that I have interviewed, I've seen the Chili Peppers play many times over the years. Like, you're a band that I would go travel to see.
Oh, thank you.
And
I didn't know. Thanks, man.
and it's the energy of the live show is just something that really speaks to me. But as I get older myself, it's more difficult to get that feeling from live shows, I think. I don't know if you feel that way. Do you ever go out and see music very often?
I'm going to go see David Byrne tomorrow night.
Okay.
I'm excited about that. I love David Byrne so much. And my friend Mauro Rafosco is playing percussion with him. You know, not enough. Not enough, mostly because I have a 2-year-old.
Yes.
And so he's up early, you know what I mean? And I just, you know, but I will go. I will go, but not as much. Look, when we were coming up, at least every single night in Los Angeles, 20 clubs that were opened and had live music, interesting, weird, good, underground, overground, arty, playing every night. You could go out. And I went out every night. I was like, what, you want to go see this, that, or that, or that? There was always something to see. And I just don't know. There's not that now. It's like so much music is made on computers that people just aren't doing it live. It's like they made it on a computer. What are they going to do? You know, I mean, they do it, but it's just not as commonplace. There's not as much. There's not like, is there a club in LA now? Is there one that is open every single night and has like 5 acts going?
I don't know. I don't think so.
I don't think so. Or any city in the world.
Yeah.
It used to be every night, and there was bazillions of them. Jazz clubs, you know, there's still stuff. Like there's a Blue Note in LA. I haven't been in there yet, but I wish I really wanted to go see Keon Harold the other night, and I couldn't last night, but I got back from New York too late. But yeah, so I don't know, not as much. I go, you know what I mean? I'll be like, oh, someone really cool is playing, you know, I'll go. But it's just not that constant, visceral engaging with human beings, like going crazy, you know? But, you know, I'm just an old fart. I'm not tapped in, you know? I don't know, but I'm down.
Give me an artist that you never got to see that you would like to have seen.
Hendrix. You know, he's my childhood hero.
Yeah.
That's probably the big one.
What about any jazz?
I mean, yeah.
Coltrane?
Yeah, Train, Bird, Monk. You know, I saw Dizzy Gillespie play. I saw Miles play. I saw a lot of the good jazz guys. I'm lucky because I loved it so young.
Did you see Jocko play? You saw Jocko play,
I saw Jocko play with Weather Report. I saw Miles many times, you know. I saw Ahmad Jamal. I saw, you know, I would love to see Lee Morgan. I saw Freddie Hubbard play at the Parisian Room in LA in the 70s.
Okay, why is it that people don't talk about Freddie Hubbard as much anymore?
It's crazy,
why?
You know what I mean? I think it's because Freddie is one of the greatest trumpet players to ever live, and he had hits too. He had Red Clay.
Red Clay, absolutely.
Yeah, he had hits, but you know,
I feel like he does not get his due.
Yeah, no, definitely not. I mean, he's so incredible. I think, you know, among trumpet players and jazz musicians he does, but I don't think that the ones that really get their due are the ones that define a whole style by themselves.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I don't know if he did that. You know what I mean? Like Miles, like Electric Miles, it's like it had never happened before.
Miles defined
cool
many
jazz,
styles.
modal jazz. Miles
right.
did it. You know what I mean? He did all this stuff, the orchestral stuff. Every step was like, no one ever did that in the way that he did it. Where, I don't think, you know, Ornette, same thing. You know, Mingus, same thing, you know. And I don't think Freddie, he did play in ways that no one had ever played.
Yes.
You know, so many records. I mean, East Broadway Rundown, I mentioned it earlier. But he's not known for pioneering an entire style. And maybe it's not fair because rock musicians don't have to do that.
Right.
You know what I mean? A million, you know, rock musicians
I never thought of that.
Who never invented that. And that could be, you know, a racial thing too. You know, because there's always that thing for black people like, oh, you have to be twice as good. You have to do twice as much to get the recognition that a white person does for getting half as much. And there's something really to that.
It's interesting. I was thinking about this. Trumpet players like Lee Morgan died early 30s.
Yeah,
Clifford
so that's
Brown,
a tragic story and so great. And
Clifford 26.
Yeah.
Died in the 1950s.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, so, but, you know, that always, you know. Did you see the I Remember Morgan movie? That movie about Lee Morgan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
These guys were really underrepresented too in their recordings, Lee Morgan.
Yeah, well, there's not a lot of it, but the recordings, I mean, I feel like, and maybe I just live in a world where those guys are such mythological gods, that they are represented in my life, you know. So I don't know. I mean, I'm not as cognizant as how the whole world sees them. But, you know, Lee Morgan had really popular records for a jazz guy and is unparalleled. Nothing sounds like him. People have been trying to sound like him since the day he died, and they can't sound like him, you know? And he, crazily enough, was never, not crazily enough, I guess, was never satisfied. Was always trying. Like, I read an interview with him where he said the greatest record that he was really, because he made these, you know, Cornbread and Sidewinder and stuff that were like these kind of like R&B jazz records that were really popular.
Yeah.
And I think he felt like in a way that he wasn't avant enough, like he wasn't forward-looking enough, and he had those hit records. And like he said the greatest record he ever made was this one he played on with his trombonist, Greyhound Mancour. I'm not sure how to say his name, Greyhound Mancour. And I was like looking for that record for a long time, couldn't find it. Finally found it, and I was like, yeah, it's good, but you know, my favorite Lee Morgan record is The Procrastinator, which is an incredible record. And when I was a kid, me and my friend Tree, who we founded this music school together, we got on the phone and we were listening to The Procrastinator, and Billy Higgins plays the drums on The Procrastinator, just smoking.
Smokes.
And from my stepdad's union book, we got Billy Higgins' phone number and called his house. And we were like, hello, and a woman answers the phone. Is Billy there? And she's like, oh, he's down the street playing with the kids. Who is it? Oh, well, it's we just wanted to say we really love his drumming on Stop Start. It's the greatest thing we ever heard. Could you please tell him? And she's like kind of like laughing, you know, some like his wife, you know, and she's like, I'll tell him. Thanks, kids, you know, click, you know, and yeah, I love that record melts my heart. And Clifford, I mean, I don't know. I mean, he's kind of considered amongst jazz musicians as I think of him, he's my favorite trumpet player of all time. Mm-hmm. The most warm, clear, beautiful sound ever on a trumpet, with the possible exception of Art Farmer, but without, you know, the technical brilliance of Clifford. And, you know, those recordings with Max Roach.
Amazing.
You know, as a kid, that was the one. That's always been, I had that record when I was a kid, you know. He does Joy Spring and Cherokee and Dahoud.
Dahoud, yep.
Yeah, all those tunes. I mean, it's the greatest moments in the history of music in terms of pure